Oregon agriculture can often thank a husband and wife team for showing leadership and serving as a model for all farm families. Bernie and Mary Lou Faber have served the dairy industry for decades, and their efforts have gone far beyond one commodity. From their dairy and home in West Salem, the Fabers continue to be an inspiration for Oregon. Their story begins in sunny Southern California in an Orange County neighborhood where Bernie and Mary Lou both grew up. This was pre-Disneyland when agriculture was still a predominant way of life in the area. Bernie grew up on a dairy, naturally, but his family sold the farm when he was 12. Mary Lou grew up on a chicken farm. They met each other in 6th grade and ended up high school sweethearts while Bernie showed off his athletic abilities. Married as teenagers, Bernie continued working in local dairies. In 1968, with a young family of 2 boys and a girl in tow, Bernie and Mary Lou packed up a U-Haul and headed for Oregon with no real plan but plenty of opportunity. While Bernie worked with a veterinarian and developed some expertise with artificial insemination of dairy cows, the Fabers kept looking for a chance to run their own operation. Finally, in 1974, they were able to purchase property in Polk County between Dayton and West Salem and start up Calgon Farms. Bernie continued his interest in sports by coaching his 2 boys in baseball. But it was the dairy that took up most of the time. Today, sons Fred and Rich help run the operation and its 380 or so dairy cows. Behind the scenes, providing the backbone of the operation has been Mary Lou Faber, who works like one of Santa's helpers. Besides being a mom and a grandma, she has fed the calves, done the books, paid the bills, run the errands. In the meantime, Mary Lou has been active in Oregon Dairy Women for 35 years, serving as president and presiding over a number of activities, including serving up ice cream at the State Fair and other venues. Mary Lou was named Oregon Dairy Woman of the Year in 1989. Meanwhile, Bernie has long been active, first in dairy industry associations, but also with more industry-wide boards and committees. As part of the Oregon Dairy Products Commission for 2 terms, Bernie and Mary Lou both traveled with the Oregon Department of Agriculture overseas to promote export activity. The focus at the time was Russia, where the Fabers made fast friends. Bernie and Mary Lou have been tireless promoters of Oregon agriculture, collaborating on special events. As an example, Bernie was active in helping put milk machines at the state capitol, with the money raised donated to the Oregon Food Bank. Along the way, the efforts put a nice spotlight on dairy products. Bernie's commitment to service culminated in his 2 terms on the State Board of Agriculture. Under Bernie's leadership as chair, the board took great strides in serving all of agriculture, not just the individual commodities members represented. The board reached out beyond traditional partners to bridge the gap with the conservation community and others. Bernie says it's all about relationships, and he's been building them since before the Fabers came to Oregon. Back on the farm, the Fabers have embraced new ways of doing business. While others talk about sustainable practices and being green, Calgon Farms has delivered. In partnership with PGE and the Oregon Dairy Farmers Association, the Fabers installed a methane digester to not only handle animal waste from the dairy, but turn it into an energy source. The digester has been a demonstration project for other dairy farmers looking to solve manure problems while producing something positive. Bernie and Mary Lou have welcomed tour after tour, putting agriculture's commitment to the environment on display. And make no mistake, the Fabers are a family farm, including Buster. The family now extends to 4 grandkids who have each spent some time on the dairy as part of their learning experience. Bernie and Mary Lou try to find a little time here and there to relax, but the dairy and all its residents always seem to pull them back. The Fabers have combined hard work, perseverance, integrity, friendliness, and a sense of humor to provide an example of what's good about Oregon agriculture. Their contributions to the dairy industry and willingness to serve all of agriculture are a shining example for young farm families everywhere. Tonight, we honor Bernie and Mary Lou Faber for the passion and dedication they've shown for Oregon agriculture.